A very productive week. We sent most of our athletes to Arkansas. We had a few people go to Pittsburgh State on Friday, and so I thought it was overall a really good weekend. We ended up with, I think, around 21 personal bests. We had several new top 10 marks. We have many people leading the Valley and a lot of good national top 25 type placers right now. So I think overall it's a good weekend. A couple highlights: Dylan Reimer and Taylor Larchmiller I'll talk about in a few minutes. But overall there was a lot of depth in our team. Jared Bellardo had a real nice, I guess you would call it a season opener in the triple jump outdoor. He didn't jump either long jump or triple jump in Texas, and he went 24 feet 5 in the long jump and 50 feet 6 in the triple jump. And while at this point those seem pretty average for him, coming into the year we'd have been really happy for him to be jumping that far. Now his level of expectation has risen, and so for him to jump over 24 feet and over 50 feet in really the first meet outdoor is a great deal for him. Jake James is a hurdler who was injured a lot of the indoor season and then kind of got healthy at the end and started out with a new PR and moved into the top 10 list in Wichita State history in the 110 hurdle. So that was exciting for him in his first high hurdle race of the year. He also ran a good 400 hurdle race last week. So Jake's a good athlete. He's one of our leaders of our hurdlers, and we're excited for him. Also in the hurdles, a freshman, Austin Corley, who was injured during the indoor season, didn't compete, ran the #1 time in the Missouri Valley, 52.71 in the 400 hurdles, and only his second 400 hurdle race of his career. So that was very exciting. We knew Austin was a good athlete coming out of high school, and for him to do that so early in his career is great. And we think of we're going to have big things for him. Our best 400 hurdler, Jonathan Duvall, is out for the season, and so hopefully Austin can kind of replace John's points there as we get towards the Missouri Valley. And I think he's a guy that can go on to the NCAA championships if he has a really good year. There's a couple distance runners that ran really well. Kyle Larkin and Zach Penrod both had big personal bests in the 1500. I think something like 9 seconds for Kyle Larkin. So that was a great thing for him. Brady Johnson won a 3K race. It's not competed every week outdoor. It's a non-conference, a non-NCAA event. So Brady had a real good race. It was more of a tactical affair, and he won in a kicking fashion. So that was good for Brady as he's racing well. And then we had some other good performances, like Chase Pote. He got overshadowed a little bit by Dylan in the javelin, but Chase threw a personal record in the javelin and probably far enough to qualify to the first round of the NCAA. And so that's great for Chase. And a couple freshmen on the guys' side, Nick Dow and AJ Stevens, and the 100 meters and the 110 hurdles started out with terrific performances for freshmen. So our guys' side had a real nice meet. On the girls, not as many, I'd say, upper level performances like the guys, but some real good performances. For my group, Brianna Maples had a breakthrough meet. She had 2 big personal records in the 100 and the 200, and ran on our 4x1 that ran solid, but we're going to be a lot better. And so Brianna is looking like she's coming into form as a sophomore. Emily Finley and Sydney Hirsch, after running a good 5K against each other in Texas, came back with big personal bests in the 1500. And so I think those 2 athletes, 2 of our leaders of our women's distance squad, did really well. And then Ashley Peterson has had 2 good meets to start the season, jumping over 5 feet 7 both times, and she's #1 in the Missouri Valley. And as a senior, I think she's getting ready to have a really good outdoor season. So those were the kind of the solid performances we had. Some of the more upper level performances. And then when you talk about probably the highlights of the meet, I think of Dylan Reimer and Taylor Larchmiller. On Friday at Pittsburgh State, Dylan Reimer threw the 4th best javelin throw in school history, 230 feet 5 inches. And if you know Wichita State track and field, you know that we have a great tradition in javelin. So to be the #4 guy in the history of the school is pretty significant. And Dylan's a senior. He's looking like he's getting ready to have a great year and leading our javelin group to another terrific year. And so very excited for Dylan, and I'm sure he's excited to go to the Texas Relays this week and butt heads with some of the nation's best. Same thing for Taylor Larchmiller. She opened up with a 13:23 in the 100 hurdles, which puts her #6 in the nation right now. Last year, she ended the year running 13.19. And to start at 13:23 in her first race, and I can tell you, because I coach her, she has not done a whole lot of preparation for the 100 hurdles right now. And so that's a great performance for her, and I think shows that she's going to be a not only a force to reckon with in the Missouri Valley, but nationally as well. And so great performances for them, early season marks, top in the nation kind of marks, and we're sure excited about how they're going and how our whole team performed this week.